right there at 11 under, playing the 7th.
I like it on it.
And this is Nelly Korda's second. Nelly with a couple of birdies so far, and just pulling that one left of the flag.
Looking to get that up and down 9 times out of 10.
Here's Nelly for a birdie at 7. Trying to keep pace with Gino, who's going to obviously make another birdie on that 6th hole. That's a good try from Nelly. Just wants to put the brakes on.
You spent a little bit of time earlier this week working with Chris Cho, your putting coach. Clearly, it has worked. What was it that you worked on specifically related to grain on these greens?
It's doing so many putts with tricky reads. It's reads, trying to work on so many different angles. When you have grain going one way and then slope going the other way and learning from them, I feel that there's no other solution that honestly just repeat.
Had you grown up on Bermuda grass?
I did not. That's something that I've learned to do over 10 years on tour.
It can drive some players crazy, that's for sure.
To the 9th.
Tough hole to birdie today. Only had 4 birdies so far. Almost all of the players have come through here. Nelly was aggressive with the second shot, and it leads to a birdie. So Korda with a little bonus there gets to 12 under par. Still 5 back, but in the hunt here.
But they all nearly kissed the hole.
2 really good approaches from this pair at the 9th. Pajaree Anannarukarn makes 3 as well. That is a rarity. Both players making, but there's a potential that there's going to be a struggle to find it. That's not what you see very often here. Let's go to 10.
Pajaree Anannarukarn, lengthy one for birdie.
She is just on a tear today. Trying to chase down her fellow Ty. Gino, good roll. I would have expected that to break more.
Karen Stupples watching Nelly Korda here at the 11th.
And for 115, this is a gap wedge on the way.
Just to make it, you're making money this week too, and as Gabby Lopez said, a goal for a lot of players just to get into this field.
Yeah, last place here, $55,000. And the race to the CME Globe is the season-long race on the LPGA Tour. Top 60 get into the field here, but once you're in, basically the points that you've accumulated for the year, it doesn't matter where you sit on that race to the CME Globe. Everyone starts at the same point as if it was a normal championship, and Pajaree Anannarukarn came in here at 60th, and she's got a chance to win, take home the $4 million. This for birdie.
And it's an uphill putt from where she is on the green. Had a longer shot into this green, which is why she couldn't really attack this flag.
Great pace there.
Yeah, she dropped 3 spots last week to be just on that number 60. Whatever, and she was the best, and going to drop a shot there.
Now Nelly, good look for a 3.
It really is, Tom. I don't think she could have left this in a much better position on the green, putting uphill. And that was one thing that she said in her interviews, is that with this new clubs that she's put in the bag, they're going just a little bit longer. So last week she found herself above the hole a little bit more than she would have liked. So just dialing it all in and feeling all comfortable with the new equipment.
Being above the hole last week, Karen, was not the place to be. It's not quite as severe here when you're above the hole, not quite as dangerous.
Good point.
She really feels like she has been putting well. Just the first day didn't make anything, but she said, I like the way it's coming off the putter face. Of course, yesterday made just about everything she looked at.
Anannarukarn, tee at 12, the par 3, 152.
And she's using an 8-iron. She's a little bit of wind off the left, try and help push this one towards that right flag.
Tempo to that swing right there. Nice controlled finish. perfect distance control.
The way at 8 under. Share at 23rd. She's won this twice. T at 12. Korda.
It's also an 8-iron, trying to work this one towards that flag. It's looking pretty good.
Sure is. Beautiful. So that to get within 4.
It's watching. You're always looking and seeing, like, trying to learn from other players, especially from the best.
Pajaree here at 12 to get it to 15 under.
This putt's a bit slippery downhill.
I'd say one thing to that point, Terry, that I would do, and I'm sure a lot of players do, is I worked a lot with Martin Hall in my career, and he would always put my swing up against other professionals' swings to compare.
Visually for you?
Visually for me, I was a very visual learner, so it was as much as we've seen in years past, of course, with no wind as well.
Great chance for Korda at 12. Wow. Wow.
She talked about coming into this week. She feels like she's just burning edges. That's burning the entire hole right there.
Par. And no matter what the players chasing are doing, it seems like Gino just plods along, makes another birdie, and keeps them far enough away. Anannarukarn off the tee at 13.
This has some help in it, Tom, today, with this wind direction.
Birdie for Nasa, but to within 5 now.
Pajaree Anannarukarn with that flag just perched on the front of the green.
It is. It's only on 5 yards. But from 87 yards, it's still a flag that you think you can go for. There is the help in that wind.
Golf is such a funny game. And this is a player who has had one top 10 all year in the very first event. No sign, really, of this play to come. Last player in the field here this week.
Up to 13.
This is the second for Nelly.
Only 69 yards for Nelly. This one coming in a little lower.
Wow, great show.
Okay, Nelly with another chip.
Ho-hum, even keel. Yeah, a little excitement, thank you, to the crowd, but nothing to get out of sorts.
Korda for birdie. It's that one to drop. 4 under for the day, still 6 back of Chidakun. And at 13th, lovely approach from Anannarukarn. And that's 16 under par, so she's 7 under for the day, looking for a really low number. We've had that 62 already from Gabby Lopez. Thailand, a couple of hours drive from home in Bangkok to watch the best players in the world, and now she is the best player in the world.
And Anannarukarn closest to her, 4 off the lead, 3rd at the par 5.
Well, I'm just going to try and gauge the distance perfectly on this wedge, because that whole location is tucked on that far right portion of the green. It looks like it's just hiding just over those front bunkers, but there is a bit more room. This has to go.
Surprising, but yeah, Tom, there's no question that that event in Thailand has really inspired an incredible generation of Thai players. I mean, I remember playing with the Anannarukarn sisters when they were 12, 13 years old, and you can clearly see the timeline from when that event started to only a handful of years later when the Thai players really broke onto the scene on the LPGA Tour en masse.
Korda on the way. It's a good shot. Yeah, to watch it happen throughout the years, too. For example, from South Korea for Sae-Ri Park to break through in '98 and inspire a whole generation of players then.
No question, and we're kind of seeing it from the Japanese players now this season. Think about very generous.
And Anannarukarn, this doesn't look all that easy from the bunker.
No, she's got a lot of bunker to carry and not much green to use. Not bad, because it had to pitch on a downslope.
hole for the week.
Really quite clutch, Tom, when you think
Yeah.
about it. She knew what she had to do coming into that week. And there's only one hole to do it. 4 chances.
First player to win from that final event and come from behind and win it.
And it was well on her mind. She had been thinking about it for some time, right?
She was thinking about it going into the week. She was thinking about it when she took a couple weeks off towards the end of the Asian swing. Was up in the middle of the night trying to see what her competitors were making on that on those Aon Risk Award Challenge holes.
Keeping track, yeah.
She even had her eye on the scoreboard come Sunday when the only person who had a chance to catch her, Alim Kim, did not do it. So knew mid-round on Sunday that she was $1 million richer.
Yeah. This to stay only 4 back, only.
And that one is downhill for Pajaree. Oh, that was pretty clutch.
Fantastic save. That was a wonderful up and down. As you said, Terry, didn't look that easy. And you say to stay 4 back, you almost feel like saying for now. Gino still has this par 5 to play.
Playing this hole, yeah. And the pairing right behind. So we'll keep it here for Nelly Korda. Big picture wise, Nelly feels pretty good about her game and how she's played this year. But after a year in which you win 7 times, to not break through and win this year, everybody's going to ask the question, what was different?
I mean, you're right. I mean, everybody has been asking that question of her. And I think when it comes down to it, I mean, it's just every week on the LPGA Tour, it's somebody else is just making a couple more putts than she does every week. So I think that kind of that's taken her out of the running. And I think we've seen a little bit of that this week too. A little bit of frustration with the putter, but not so much there. It's a good birdie.
Nice birdie.
It's just putting all those 4 rounds together. We've talked about how her...
It's a number. We'll keep track of that.
Anannarukarn at the 15th, trying to get the number.
Yeah, it's awkward that she's found herself on a slight downhill lie. 156.
Commit to it. It's a perfect club with this win.
That's some good caddy talk. Perfect club with this wind. This wind is slightly helping.
We saw Minjee Lee hit one in here on the edge of the bunker. Had an awkward shot, as you would expect. Did not get it up and down, made bogey.
No, and I do think you have to be aware that there is a little bit of room on this line where she's playing from, between the edge of the bunker and the flag. So she's got to fly it at that hole.
Oh,
it's really good.
Called for someone tomorrow to come back and make a run and win this title, which she won last year, out to 15.
Here's a player who's trying to close the gap. Anannarukarn down the hill. Just the way Gino is playing right now, it's hard to see how somebody's going to beat her. And it's just so impressive. At the moment, Anannarukarn would play with Gino in the final.
And it has been everything but.
Just for 3 birdies in a row for Nelly Korda. She's certainly not throwing in the towel just yet. Nelly still has a chance here on Sunday. All the birdies that she makes today just gives her that bit.
On that right side, this would ideally suit a shot that kind of started just a bit left of the flag and then kind of dropped down towards the right on a small fade. I don't blame her for backing off there, because if it feels slightly uncomfortable with your alignment, always best to regroup.
It's kind of interesting, Karen, how the shadows actually would line you up to the right. So you kind of have to put that out of your mind.
Nelly drawing this one in.
One of the best we've seen all day on the second hardest hole on this golf course. Only have been 6 birdies.
That whole location making it difficult.
Hole location tucked on the right side. Tough to get it close. It's always a bit of a difficult par 3.
She can attack these flags with a little bit more confidence. This is a 6-iron for Pajaree. It's one of the reasons why she took those 2 club links back that you heard her talking about.
It's a sign, Karen. She's going to try and work it from left to right, taking more club, trying to hit a bit of a fade, but take something off of it.
That's what the whole location really sets up for. She's tried to hit that fade, but is it going to be enough? Oh.
She had enough club that it carried that bunker, but you could tell from her reaction, not what she was looking for. It's going to be a tricky shot.
Remember, at 16, tee shot went well past, difficult second, and played it to here. Anannarukarn for par. No.
She was able to make that great par-saving putt on 14 after missing it short right in the bunker. Not able to convert there on tough 16th.
So Gino
will remain 4 under for the day. We'll go to 16.
Korda coming right at us for birdie.
Man, it's got a little bit of downhill in it.
Not enough.
Anything that came off left, of course, she was looking off her putter as well, even with a little more speed. Still may have missed left.
Seen a number of those from her today.
Just a bit tentative at a moment where you really got to.
Yeah, seen that a number of times from her, and ends up being good. She'll get a read as well. 17.
Yeah, Brooke made 5. They've cleared the green now. Anannarukarn second.
It's from 207. And with the hybrid, this is a nice high draw.
Well, that stopped too quickly. I thought it was going to kick on, Karen, and give her a good chance for an eagle. Could still chip it in. And Nelly has driven it well.
She has, so much so that she's only got a 6-iron out. From 184, ball is above her feet though. Even a slight downhill lie. Struggling to make good contact with that one because of the lie there.
It's going to be in the bunker. It's that massive bunker there at the front.
Time to take people through some of the highlights from Gino Titakun in this
Break, didn't fully commit to that.
Third from the bunker at the 17th for Korda. Oh, lovely. And it's going to be a guaranteed birdie for Nelly. She's going to get to 7 under for the day, 16 under for the week, and it looks like and an eagle attempt here for Anannarukarn at the 17th.
Well, she already has 1 eagle today, Tom.
Yeah, came at the 6th. Not that far away from another, so that should be so far today. Go to the tee at the 18th.
hardest hole on the golf course today. Just a handful of birdies. Korda ready.
Well, when you've got a fairway this wide, you have to pick a small target, and she's done that, and she's going to set herself up for a chance at the approach.
Boy, that's really running too.
2 players have missed this fairway today. Only 6 all week so far.
And then the Rukarn.
It is insanely wide, but you do have to try and narrow it down. Get your focus zeroed in. No problem for Anannarukarn. She pitched into a little bit of an upslope though.
That's good.
26-year-old from Thailand, Pajaree Anannarukarn. Her second coming up here at the last.
Has a 6-iron out, and this is going to be a big 6-iron. So I don't anticipate her line to be all that aggressive. I think she's going to take this over the middle of the front bunker and let the natural slope of the green take it down towards the hole. The ball is also above her feet slightly.
There's no point in being too aggressive to this whole location. A lot of trouble lurking if you miss it left.
Oh, this is even more to the right.
That's going to be an adventure. That might be one of the...
Much farther up the fairway for a second at 18. Korda.
From 153. This is a small 8-iron. Looks like it's on a good line. If it carries the bunker.
It does.
The difference that makes, just having that length to hit a shorter shot in.
Last pairing tomorrow, perhaps. So playing twosomes tomorrow.
Yeah, and a couple of 8-shot leads that have, or 8 shots from behind.
There's
come from 8.
no doubt it's doable, and we've seen
Yeah.
it many times. It's just hard to imagine her coming back to the field.
Yeah.
Somebody has to go out and really post a low number.
Well, I mean, the way that the golf course is set up for scoring, we know that it's possible. It just can't happen from Gino.
Right. 62 earlier today, if you weren't with us, from Gabby Lopez. So that tells us early on what was possible on this Saturday. All right, all the way across the green, Anannarukarn.
Yeah, this is not easy at all. It's uphill for the first half, and then it's going to turn to the left, and as it makes that left turn, it's going to go downhill towards the hole. Nothing is easy about this.
Also dealing with a change in color between the shadows and the light. What a putt.
Spectacular.
What a putt. Oh.
How did that not catch the top edge and fall in? Fantastic.
That smile is celebratory, but also a bit of surprise at how good that was. That was so well judged. Yeah, well-deserved round of applause there. So a 65 in the clubhouse at 16 under after 3 rounds.
I mean, this was really hard to judge the speed. Cresting the hill there, downhill all the way to the hole with a significant amount of break. I mean, that catches part of the lip with no speed, Terry, and still stays out.
I know. That was so good. So after that, Korda with a makeable birdie putt.
It is.
Karen, I guess they're after watching that, they're all makeable here.
No question. But this one is down, a little bit downhill, but I think Nelly, likes this stage. And also she knows how important it will be for her to get into the final group, and it looks like she's probably going to be there, because then she can see the leader up close and personal and apply the pressure from that same group.
Just a fraction of a pull there, Karen.
So 65 for Nelly Korda, still in search of that first victory here in 2025, but right in the mix. I know it's 6 shots right now, but a share of second place.
It's just those we've talked about.
Thanks so much, Nelly. Bogey-free round today to put yourself in the hunt heading into the final round here on Sunday. How would you assess your overall game today?
Yeah, it was good. Probably, left a few out there, but overall, I'm very satisfied, backing up the good round yesterday, too.
Gino Tidekun looks poised to take a pretty sizable lead into the final round here today. How do you approach tomorrow's final round?
I'm just going to stick to my process, focus on myself, not really focus on, what others are doing. And, it's going to take a low one. It always takes a low one out here. So I'm just going to focus on being present.
You told me yesterday you were waiting to kind of see some of the pin positions to determine how aggressive you could be out there. What do you make of the setup you saw today? Yeah,
they were definitely a little bit more tucked, but they were gettable too. The wind switched a little bit from the first 2 days, so 18 was a little bit downwind, so I had a shorter club in. So just overall, it just depends on the weather as well. But, this golf course is usually pretty gettable, where you see always really low scores winning. Nice playing today. Best of luck tomorrow.